disintegrant. Okay. Now, what are disintegrant? Disintegrants are the excipients which majorly interacts with water. Okay. The first thing is they should interact with water, because the moment tablet goes to intestine or the stomach, there is a water present in it. So disintegrant should be able to interact with water. And second thing is, after interaction, they should break the tablet and improves or facilitate, that's you also write, improve the dissolution process. So disintegrant, if it is powerful in other way, they can improve dissolution. Okay. So if your API, the active pharma ingredients, if it is poorly water soluble, then you can use super disintegrant to improve their dissolution process. Okay. So first thing is they should interact with water and break the tablet to improve dissolution. Now, how they interact with water? Disintegrant should have some functional group which help them to interact with water, like carboxylic acid group, okay, which interacts with water with the help of ionic bond. Okay, this is water, H3O plus. So this is ionic bond, and you can refer to our intermolecular forces, where we have mentioned, I have mentioned, ionic bonds are more stronger bond than hydrogen bond. So suppose a disintegrant also having nitrogen. Okay, so nitrogen can form hydrogen bond with the water hydrogen. So both the cases, disintegrant is interacting with water. Okay, so now the very important thing is over here the example. So example, we have a disintegrant which contains carboxylic acid, that is sodium carboxymethyl cellulose, sodium CMC, okay, whose brand name is famous Ac-D-Sol, Ac-D-Sol, okay. Now this sodium CMC, along with you have other ingredients which contain carboxylic acid, like alginic acid, okay, alginic acid. Then the nitrogen is very good for formation of hydrogen bonding. Why? Because oxygen also capable, but oxygen is more electronegative than nitrogen. So oxygen hold the electrons towards itself. Okay, so that's why the hydrogen bonding is very strong over here for nitrogen, but it is weak over here in oxygen. So that's why the nitrogen containing, you have PVP, polyvinyl pyrrolidone, okay, PVP. Then you have cross povidone, that basically polyvinyl polypyrrolidine, okay, that's also containing nitrogen, which can improve the disintegration. Now you have cross-linked CMC, which is known as cross carmelose. They are the cross-linked CMC, which is also known as super disintegrant. So if you see this cross carmelose and cross povidone, these both are super disintegrant, and they can improve dissolution of poorly water soluble API. Then you have the brand name Primogel for sodium starch glycolate. Now if you see the potato starch, they have glycolic acid combination, okay, so glycolic acid also having carboxylic acid, so that's why it's become super disintegrant. Now apart from that, you have sodium starch glycolate, also known as explosive. Now the brand name explosive, okay. Apart from that, you have pre-gelatinized starch, pre-gelatinized starch. Gelatin can improve dissolution, whose brand name is Lycatab, Leica tan. Okay. Then you have clays like V-gum, and bentonite. Okay. Bentonite is used in suspension, that I will tell in my later video. Okay. Now coming to the next excipients after disintegrants. Now the granule has to be filled in the hopper so that we can form tablet. So what is the mechanism? Now you have this hopper which is coming down to your tablet die, and there is a punch. Okay, so this is granules. Okay, now granule should come over here at the tablet die. The punch should come, and then you get an ejection of the tablets. Okay, so now over here the first important thing is the flow property of granules. If granules flow is not uniform, there is a weight variation in tablets. Okay, so that's why it is very important to maintain an uniform granules flow by the help of the excipients glidant. The glides. Okay, so glidants reduce the interparticular frictional force. Okay, there are, again you can refer to our videos, intermolecular forces. So those frictional force that can be reduced, and glidant also can improve the angle of repose, that I will discuss in my pre-formulation video. So glidance improves the angle of repose. Okay, so it create uniform flow. And one more thing, if there is no uniformities in granule flowing to the hopper, it can create a problem known as rat holing. So rat holing can be avoided by the help of glidant. Okay. Then if the tablet is picked by the punch, so this is another problem. You will not get a proper tablet. So this can be reduced by use of anti-adherence. And proper ejection of tablet require a lubricant. Okay, so this is very important understanding. Now for glidant we use aerosol or colloidal silica. Like aerosol is very useful, 2% aerosol, which can improve angle of repose and improves the flow. And then you anti-adherence, normally we use talc. Okay. Now for lubricant we have hydrophilic lubricant, for PEG 400, but hydrophobic lubricant